Three. Svi making his 10th start. He's been an impact player every time he steps on the floor, and the Jazz are rolling. Less than 5 minutes in. Great ball movement, and Utah's doubled up the Suns 14-7.
Well, the Jazz are just clicking right now. You like what the other team calls the first time out. Jazz up 7.
This turbo hybrid makes your whole team feel at home.
Risk it, anyone?
Even when you're away. The new Kia Carnival Turbo Hybrid with 33 mpg. Kia, movement that inspires.
Chipotle's braised beef barbacoa might be our best kept secret. Slow-cooked, responsibly raised beef, seasoned with garlic and cumin. Pan shredded for fall pork tenderness. Chipotle's braised beef barbacoa. If you know, you know.
Easy. Find a pet-friendly Italian restaurant with outdoor seating nearby and text it to Luca.
Liberty Mutual is all she talks about since we saved hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance.
It's pronounced Liberty. Liberty. Nice try, kid. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
The power of me is all for one. It's all for you. It's always there for you. It completes your circle. It says you've got a team even when you're out there alone. And with Intermountain Health in your circle, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of me. Intermountain Health.
Knock, knock. Number one broker here for the number one hitmaker.
Thanks for swinging by, Carl.
No problem. So what are all those for?
This lets me adjust the bass, add more guitar, maybe some drums.
Wow, so many choices.
Yeah, like Schwab. I can get full-service wealth management, advice, invest on my own, and trade on Thinkorswim.
You know Carl is the only front man you need.
Oh, I gotta take this, Carl. It's Schwab.
Have a choice in how you invest with Schwab.
Touches of black. They stand for elegance, refinement, and though they're darker than the darkest night, they make you see everything in a new light.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Welcome back to the desert. The Jazz blasting off to a 14-7 advantage here in the first quarter. 7-0 run. T. Collier has scored or assisted on 12 of Utah's 14. Out of bounds. It'll be Jazz ball.
Well, there is something to be said about carryover bowlers, especially on the road in the first quarter. And the Jazz have shown that they're connected. The ball's moving. You love the energy out here that Isaiah Collier's bringing. Deontay George in the game now. Hopefully you can have that same carryover as well.
Here's Walker. Straddles a three-point line. The lock. Collins. One big to another big.
We love that.
I'll look at your smile right now.
Yeah, another $50 donation from the Utah Ford stores to the Utah Food Bank, making a local difference that's built Ford proud.
Nice bucket after the timeout. Booker passes off to Allen. There's Tyus Jones against Keontae George, who just checked in for Mikhailuk. Allen on a drive inside. Walker down a piece. Get 3 block shots against Golden State.
Well, just great timing. You know, I love the big plays. Not a lot of teams do it. Jazz have found a way to do it well.
Markkanen runs it in the front corner. The bully ball inside. Blocked. Richards. And a foul on that putback opportunity by John Collins. Whistles up on Grayson Allen, his first tee. Warm outside. I need iced tea, and it's time for tea time.
Well, I was trying to find another synonym for old, but there's really no other way to put it. Jazz, NBA's youngest team against the NBA's second oldest team. And, of course, a couple of vets for the Phoenix Suns on out there tonight. But it's going to be youth against the old guys. And Lowry Markkanen, 8.1 catch and shoots per game, number one in the NBA. He's already had 2. You got to continue to feed him. And looks like he's finding ways to get open as well. Love that catch and release bullet.
And to your point, here's a stat to keep track of tonight. 6 straight games for Marketing, who has scored under 20, and already 7 here in the first.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Good sign keeping him involved in the offense. He's also got a couple of rebounds, which means he's not just focused on scoring. He's doing the little things as well.
Yeah, 5 shots taken. He's made 3, 2 rebounds as well. Dunn just checked in. Trying to lean in over Collins and draws a foul. Mason Plumlee also in for Mike Budenholzer.
Well, really, the question for the Suns is what kind of collective effort they're going to have other than Booker to contribute on the offensive end.
There's Mike Budenholzer, first year. Team's a little shaky right now. They've lost 3 straight, 4 of 5.
Get a super fast connection to the Utah Jazz with Xfinity. Bring on the good stuff.
He also mentioned that with Durant out, so is Bradley Beal. He has a left great toe that is sore, that's keeping him off the floor. And they're missing 17 and change off the bench with Beal out.
Yeah, they are. You have to take the game in a different way. You're not going to make up for both of those scorers' points. Booker's going to kill the looks. The defense has to be there for Phoenix. They're just not equipped to make up for all those points.
Markkanen jumps down on Booker, stops, pops 3s away, too strong back of the rim. And Micah Potter, who just checks in, wrestles that rebound away from Collier.
Isaiah knows better. You got to give the big his rebound. Open for block already, Bowler.
Boy, Markkanen just looks like Lowry Markkanen, if that makes sense.
And a lot of that responsibility is Lowry's, but to have a rookie who's just dead on like that, beautiful job those times. Jones just knocks them deeper.
And keep an eye on Tyus, 41% three-point shooter as Collier breaks free, inside out. Potter, beautiful rotation. Here's Keontae. Back to the corner, Collier. Got a little crowded there. Grayson Allen with the steal. High bounce to Booker. Feeds it low inside for 2.
Good defense that time. Not the Suns. As they probably tried to pump, they lost the ball and then off to the races for the Suns.
Dunn's first bucket. Little step back, soft shot like Collier.
Well, his confidence just grows with
Out of sight.
every single game.
20 points, 11 assists. Can't talk without that Golden State win, without Collier's impact in that game. Keontae did that late 3 off the block of Kessler. There's a foul. Hands were off as Tyus Jones crawls off the floor.
Amazing acting job on that one right there. It just wasn't enough, really. But Tyus Jones sold it.
He sure did. Having a chat with Brett Nantel, who's out there talking to Will Hardy. 22-13, Jazz early.
WM worked with Peter Millar Unified to create something special for the 2024 WM Phoenix Open. This innovative collaboration was all about the circular economy and how committed organizations can make a difference through sustainable practices. See what we created for the 2024 WM Phoenix Open at WM.com/stories.
Make sure you stick this down.
I got it.
Hey, babe, don't forget your sunscreen.
Check it out.
You're gonna pass out.
Ready, Dad?
Yeah. Contra-lizard shrimp. Careful, wire still hot.
Should have listened.
Should have listened. I should have listened. I should have listened. Oh.
This is ludicrous.
Ludicrous. All right, who called for ludicrous?
Sorry,
we went. This is ludicrous.
Yeah.
Well, you don't tell ludicrous what's ludicrous. Ludicrous tells you what's ludicrous.
Okay.
Oh, that is ludicrous. You don't need me for this. Hang on. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Good thing you have State Farm. Just file a claim on the app or call us.
Guess I can go. Don't you mean roll out? No, I don't.
Like a good neighbor.
Don't you mean roll out? No, I don't.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I miss you.
When you think about it,
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up.
half the trips the world takes are trips home.
I'll call you soon, Dad.
It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. No matter what took us away to begin with. We know, because at Delta we're travelers, just like you. Which is why we try to make you feel at home long before you even get there.
It's time for the efficiency report. Is brought to you by WCF Insurance, reminding you to be careful out there.
Well, I know this is the three-point league, but the dunk, if you can get it, is the most efficient shot that you can take. And the Jazz are rolling with 5 dunks already, shooting plays to perfection, moving the ball around big to bigs. But that young man right there, Isaiah Collier, just proving what a young pro he is at this game and just bringing it.
Isaiah scored or assisted on 16 of 22 so far. You talk about the dunk counter, mark it in 3. Collins and Kessler each with 1 here in the first quarter. And T, how do you shoot 53%? You throw down 5 dunks. Right?
Utah Food Bank feeling pretty good right now, Bowler.
It's Plumlee to Booker.
They do it in space guarding Devin Booker. Did not see where the pass was coming from. But that Booker goes back door.
Mikhailuk back on the floor after a short breather on the bench. Walker, one bounce, lobs it to the corner. Little step back, baseline jumper. Sweet shot. Deontay George, who seems to have settled in, coming off the bench. Here's Don for 3. Walker out front, grabs his 5th rebound of the quarter.
Well, Deontay definitely embracing that new role. Took him a minute. He really is settling into it. Just see his patience and progression.
He was such a powerful force in that Golden State game, and a lot of praise from that man, Will Hardy. 26 points and 12 in the deciding 4th quarter.
And that's the important thing. Everybody gets wrapped up into who starts. It's about who finishes. Those are important moments, especially in a close game. Great clutch plays by Deontay.
Monte Morris and Bobo both on the floor for Budenholzer. He's gone deep to his bench here in the opening quarter. Morris out front. Bobo hands it off to Booker. Without Durant and Beal, it's a totally different looking club. Booker has a lot to carry on his back tonight. There's a whistle on Potter.
Well, as an elite scorer, Booker will always have an advantage in an ISO situation, especially against a big. Right, because the lateral movement isn't that quick. He knows how to use the physicality to get that bump like he just did on the gather to get to the line. You mentioned pregame how good he is at getting to the strike.
Booker went 13 of 15 from the free throw line against the Thunder on Wednesday night, despite the 21-point loss. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I think you know him as SGA.
Yes, sir.
50 points in that game. You look at those season numbers, 33 every time he steps on the floor in the 3 previous games against Utah. He's 1 of 2 from the stripe. Mikhailuk on a dribble drive inside. Passes out, catch and shoot. Potter got it. You can hear the twine just sing. He's an underrated big who can knock down that triple. 36% from downtown. Bobo, shovel pass, done. Here's Morris. Straddles that 3-point line. Shot clock rolls down to 8. He'll drive inside. Trying to spin it off the glass. Rebound. Potter. The Jazz coming the other way.
One of the pluses of having such a big front line, front court by the Jazz, that you can switch everything. Plus, you got 3 guys who can stretch the floor offensively and shoot that 3 right there.
Potter gave it a run. Flip. The rookie from Duke with the rebound. Jazz get another set. Another rebound. Filipowski.
I take him.
Goes down low, has a mismatch with Booker. Now speed on a drive. Inside, reverses. And the ball knocked out of his hands by Dunn.
A little hesitation by Flip that time. You got to go right away into that falling defender's body.
Bobo went off his foot. Filipowski trying to chase it down. Shot clock is short. T down to 5 with Booker around speed. Inside out, the trailer, Bobo triple. He just got that shot away, and the crowd was oohing and awing. Here's Marketing. Draws a foul. That's a little bully ball for Lowry.
I like when Lowry takes it downhill on the fast break. And if there's one guy between them, he's got to take that ball just like he did, getting into the body.
Marketing comes out at the 125 mark. Johnny Juzang checks in. The Lowry with a very productive first quarter. 9 points, 4 rebounds in 10 minutes. Plumlee up high for the rebound. Mason has traveled the NBA road. His 7th team, last 2 seasons with the Clippers.
Mason Plumlee is the muscle for the Suns. He's made a living in it, a really good living in it.
Damian Lee checks in for Phoenix. Booker, jump shot. It's one of his signature moves, that mid-range 16-footer. 7 in the quarter for Booker. Here's Johnny. His first attempt. A little wide left is Plumlee with the rebound. Booker stop and go drive. Love that baseline spot.
It's this fadeaway too, Bowler.
There it is. Step back. Jumper good. Back-to-back buckets. Booker with 9.
And if the help does not come from whoever's in the paint for the Jazz, he is going to use that body to create that space for that step back fade.
Keontae, the bump, the bucket. And he continues to play hard-nosed ball with great hard finishes. Big T's at the line.
Well, I like the fact that he recognizes the defense backpedaling, gets Lee just out of balance right here, takes the bump first, creates the space, knows the call is coming, and focuses all the way through the shot.
Lee just checked in, picks up the foul, and a 3-point play for Keontae. About 5 off the bench. 9 for Marketing, 4 for Collins, 4 for Collier. Loose ball picked up by Booker. Here's Lee. 3. Rebound, Filipowski. Jazz can play for the final shot of this first quarter. They put 30 on the board here at Footprint Center in Phoenix. George looks inside, finds Potter. Kick it out to Johnny. Catch and shoot. Triple right at the horn. Comes up just a bit short, but the Jazz still shoot 44%. They trailed a bit off from the floor in those final 3 minutes, but still thoroughly put 30 up by 10.
Yeah, even more importantly, they held the Suns to 20. Devin Booker can't do it by himself, but just a good first quarter, Bowler.
We're in the Valley of the Sun. Marketed hot start with 9. How about that pass up top? The finisher with the finish. Back after the break.
Style or substance. Somehow it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0.9% APR on 2025 Sierra 1500 models. Or current eligible GMC owners get over $7,800 total value on select Sierra 1500 models.
Have you ever dreamt of getting 2 of your fave Wendy's items for $7? Like a spicy chicken sandwich, Dave's single, or 10-piece nugs? Well, today's the day your oddly specific dream comes true. Really good dream. 2 faves for just $7? Gotta be Wendy's.
All yours.
How do you sleep at night?
On a mattress from Mattress Firm. They have a low price guarantee, so I sleep.
Get matched at Mattress Firm? Sleep at night.
I'm in pursuit. Was never going to make.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because we help protect your dreams.
Good to see everything's okay in here.
Like your shield.
I like yours too. Hold down the fort, little man.
American Family Insurance. And see Captain America, Brave New World.
At Big O Tires, trust means an entire line of affordable top quality tires drivers can depend on. Like the Bigfoot All-Terrain 2 and Big O Legacy All-Season, all backed by a warranty that's raising the bar of industry standards. ProTech Plus. So hurry in for the President's Day sale. It's buy 3, get 1 free on 4 select in-stock Big O branded tires with installation purchase. Plus, 0 interest if paid in full. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Well, here's a first quarter game summary. It's brought to you by Zions Bank, the official bank of the Utah Jazz. A 10-point lead here in Phoenix. The Jazz shot 75% from 2, 3 of 15 from 3. They've got a plus 12 in rebounding. Their largest lead, 12, but they did cool off. They missed 7 of their final 9 shots to close out the first quarter.
Well, the biggest problem Suns are having is figuring out the Jazz's big line. The Bol is out there. He's the tallest guy, but he's really a perimeter player. Doesn't really have the body to bang in there. And Plumlee is kind of left all alone to deal with John Collins, Kyle Filipowski, Walker Kessler when he's in the game.
And T. Grayson Allen has felt that pressure early. He's played 8 minutes, but scoreless on 0 for 5 shooting. Here's Filipowski, looks inside, rolls it out front. Collier hit on the shot. He dances left to right. How about that pocket pass on a drive and a bucket by Filipowski?
It's a beautiful partnership right there. Isaiah Collier just on the dime with that pocket pass. The flip. Flip goes with the left hand to avoid the contest.
Already 6 assists in this half for Collier as Morris drops a triple. Morris.
We've already talked about the biggest difference that Collier from the beginning of the season to now is he's not an introvert anymore. Can't be in that point guard position.
B kept his head up. Top, flip in traffic. Well, he did. In fact, John Collins thought that that ball also just barely touched rim, and it should have been a reset on the shot.
Yep, rejects the screen. Isaiah Collier right there and flip dives. And that pocket pass is on time.
We talk a lot about Isaiah, but he is the hot topic. His last 5, he's averaged 8.6 assists a game.
He's going to get the trip right there.
John Collins back on the floor, shaken up just a bit in that first quarter. Plumlee knocks it out of bounds. There'll be 15 on the shot for Utah, and we'll see Bryce Sensabaugh check in for the first time.
And what we like to see is Bryce come in and let the game come to him offensively, right? See if you can give me something on the defensive end that kind of gets you going. Maybe a fast break bucket, work your way outside, get that deep shot back on.
And T, to your point, his last 5, he's only hit 2 of 14 from 3. What do you think? A kiss off the window.
So good to see him back. And that's what he's doing. He's working his way in. He took a couple outside shots, but now he's going in for easy ones. Work out to what you're good at with the 3.
Missed those 10 games with a fractured hand. Bol.
They talk about mismatch. Maybe no bigger mismatch than Bol and Isaiah Collier.
Here's Collier around the corner, bounces it right back inside. What a beautiful give go. And Flip gets the bucket.
I like Kyle Filipowski when he's not even hesitating, not thinking about what to do, just going for it.
That's 8 assists now in the half for Collier. Filipowski reaches up, takes the rebound down. Collier, and this time overthrows John Collins. And they call a foul here on Grayson Allen. They're cutting Collins just a bit. Just about that pass,
Great find. Great find. And Isaiah is just so smooth at finding his guys, but his guys has to be in the right place, and just a beautiful hookup right there.
Let's check in with Lauren Moore on the rookie from USC.
Well, guys, you hear Coach already talk about decision-making a lot. Still as a rookie, so you might have some words here and there, but I asked Isaiah Collier earlier today, his decision-making continues to grow on the court from his shot selection to finding teammates. He said, well, my turnovers have cut down, at least in the last couple of games. For me, it's just reps after reps, film, breaking it down. It all might sound simple, guys, but the continuation of learning from these in-game reps has been successful to Isaiah. You can see his confidence growing every single game, guys.
That last turnover you just saw, he wanted Bryce Sensabaugh to go to the corner, and Bryce saw a backdoor opportunity. So just miscommunication. You can live with some of those in the position you're in right now.
It's a great point, but also he's more vocal on the floor, and that's what a point guard should do, is direct his team. The rebound comes out to Phoenix, and the bucket is down. So Lee, 4 minutes in his first score, as Royce O'Neal is set to check back in. Yeah, spotting down low. Richards just checked back in for Budenholzer. Passes out to Allen. 8 to play. First half.
Coach Will Hardy wanted a two-man game that time with Collier and John Collins. Good look, just couldn't get it to go down.
Hussein, nice job, stays on the hit for foul. One of the foul we play on. Filipowski brings down the rebound, and Grayson Allen is 0 for 7 in this first half.
Filipowski's 6th rebound of the game.
Johnny inside, turns, fire, shot, off one, rims out. Kessler and Keontae George set to check back in at the 8-minute mark. Bobo feeds Lee back inside, lost a handle, out of bounds. They call that off Utah. And Kessler comes in for Flip.
And a great block. I know he's coming out of the game. He's coming in for one of the best shot blockers in the league, but Flip right here, tracking the ball. Saying, how you like that, Walker? Walker says, I like it.
Kessler with a block already tonight. 93, so the 100 block shot watch is on again for Walker. Speaking of shot clocks, 3 on the shot. There's just a sweep. No panic jumper by Booker.
So you have to always expect that shot. If you're guarding Booker and no help comes, as I mentioned before, he is going to create that space.
Jazz lead is 7. Here's Sensabaugh in the paint. Ball pops, no foul. 2-on-1. Booker, Keontae trying to right him to his left and scores. And Will Hardy wants a timeout. Phoenix has picked up their defense. They forced turnovers, and they're getting buckets on the other end. So what was a 12-point lead, Booker and the Suns have cut that in half. 36-31, Utah.
Subway's got a new meal of the day with chips and a drink for just $6.99. Or if you're big hungry, make it a footlong for only $3 more. Huh, big hungry. Is that a thing? That should be a thing. Find your fresh with the all-new $6.99 meal of the day at Subway.
Total Wireless, we got your back every day. Just look at the facts. We give you one line for $20 a month when you bring your own phone. That's 50% off the base 5G unlimited plan. Not bad. We locked your price for 5 years. They don't. So back those guys, right? Get the pack. Then switch to Total Wireless.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
The Ford family, proud sponsor of winter. Place Bronco Sport for $299 a month, or Bronco for $369 a month, or buy with low 2.9 financing plus cash back. Only your local Ford stores.
My name is Taylor, and I'm a real client of Siegfried and Jensen. They helped us to feel the reassurance we needed. They helped point us in the right direction, and they made this experience incredible.
Here for you whenever and wherever you need us. Call Siegfried and Jensen.
To my city by the NBA All-Star. Get ready for
Well, big team before the game. The Suns honored Devin Booker for becoming the Suns' all-time leading scorer. And that brings us to our New Balance fearless approach as he waved to the crowd. Booker, really one of the Suns' greats. He bypasses Walter Davis and then Alvin Adams, Kevin Johnson, Sean Marion. Most points all time. 15,710, and he continues to add on.
It's a great list. The great Hound, the great Walter Davis. I'm sure about 1,000 of those were on me from him. He's some great scores.
Deontay puts it up high, and Walker drops in his second bucket of the half market and strolls to the scorer's table, set to check in after a 9-point first quarter. Got a push in the back. Deontay George is first. But Collins will come out. Marketing back in. Let's check in with Lauren Green, who was able to eavesdrop a bit on that Jazz huddle.
Yeah, guys. Well, Coach Hardy was telling the team we need to raise our physicality. He pointed out different things like whether that's just driving to the basket, the things of that sort. Physicality was the theme. You'll hear Coach Hardy talk about physicality in different ways, whether it's setting hard screens, being deliberate handoffs. He's looking for all of it.
Well, they got the message on that possession because they put 3 white jerseys on Booker. And then on the other end, they push it offensively, and they force a foul on O'Neal, and Markin is at the line.
And being physical, Bowler, takes a little bit of risk as well, right? Because you kind of have to weigh that against how the officials are letting you play. But on a play like we just saw, get a collective defensive effort from the guys.
Markkanen becomes the first Jazz man to score in double figures, now 10. Booker with 13 for Phoenix. 2 for 2 for Lowry. He did not play against Golden State. He was in that low back injury management situation. But he brings 19 points, 6+ rebounds, and he looks really comfortable thus far in the first half. There's a pass inside. Richards denied. He'll be out of bounds. 9 on the shot clock.
The art of shot blocking. You just saw it right there. Walker going up with 2 hands. That's his second shot, block shot of the night. But just a great effort, just staying straight up and down for that rejection.
Utah calls a timeout. Will Hardy looks like he's going for a coach's challenge. Utah by 9. Back after this. Say the word and I'll lift you
Move my next meeting to tomorrow at noon and text it to Jen.
KFC has 5 bowls for $5 each, like the new Nashville Hot Loaded Fry Bowl, the Creamy Mac and Cheese Bowl, even the famous bowl. This calls for a song. Too bad we don't have time for one. 5 KFC original bowls, just $5 each. Touches of black. They say a lot without having to say much. They stand for elegance, refinement, and prestige. Even a little can go a long way. And though they're darker than the darkest night, they make you see everything in a new light. The Kia X-Line Nightfall Collection.
Kia, movement that inspires.
What you got to say?
New Balance. We got now.
A lot has changed over the years. But
one thing has remained constant. Zions Bank has been there through it all. For more than 150 years, we've supported our clients and communities. And it's a commitment we pledge to continue for another 150 years. For banking you can rely on, now and for years to come. Zions Bank is for you. Zions Bank, the official bank of the Utah Jazz.
Well, George Rodman always has to roll the dice, and he rolls right. I think he threw down sevens, right? As Mark Davis is going to tell us here in a moment, Will Hardy challenged that on possession. They called it off Walker.
After review, it has been determined that there is no foul proximate to the play, and the ball last touched Phoenix. Therefore, this is a successful challenge. The ball be on the baseline. It's Utah's ball. Reset the shot clock to 24.
Rodman well over 70% in those tough calls, those coaches' challenges. And I think if you see this here, Richards also knows he was the last one to touch it. The two hands are up, but the last hand is the right hand and the fingertips of Nick Richards.
Yeah, the two hands going up really throws the offensive player off, right? Because he has nowhere to go. Every once in a while, I like to see George Rodman smile on one of those victories. The charger.
Deontay George, the look off. Now he passes to Walker. Like to have that one back right on his hand. Grayson Allen finds Booker. Tough shot. Sends a ball right in his face. The three is down.
Well, it's elite when you can focus like that with a guy coming at you. Devin Booker is one of the best in the league at it.
Juzang, ball tapped, blocked by Allen. Sends the ball, turns back around, trying to force up a shot, and he'll be at the line. Booker the foul.
I think this is the kind of position that Bryce Sensabaugh needs. Just to see a few go in. Great recovery. Do the work first. You get the second opportunity, and you get to the line.
Sensabaugh in his second year from Ohio State. So Bryce up on the board. He went scoreless against the Warriors on Wednesday night on an 0 for 3 performance.
Yeah, he's pretty tough on himself. So that's good in a way, but he knows the game. He's a natural scorer. Some games will present more opportunities than others.
Booker, blocked. Keontae, Grayson Allen fires it back out to Tyson. Here's Allen for 3, and he breaks a drought of 0 for 7.
Went in, but kudos to Keontae for timing that Booker shot.
John Collins set to check back in. Walker Kessler in the paint. Here's Juzang once again. Tries the baseline, shut down. Fires up a shot short. Booker's there. He's everywhere for the rebound. 5 minutes left first half. And a 5-point game. 42-37 Utah. Booker inside. 2 hands up by Juzang, who got the foul. It will be on Johnny.
That's how the Suns are chipping away at this game. They're going heavy Booker. They're trying to execute their half-court offense. Booker splits 3 Jazz players, creates the contact.
Took a tough fall, too, Thurl. Looked like he was trying to shake off, hit the elbow, either on the way down or had it hyperextended a bit. But he's at the line and hits a free throw. Grayson Allen. The floor, Bobo back in. And John Collins returns. Booker with 18 here in the first half. 3-point game. That Jazz lead has been trimmed. They've also concentrated on Market, and he thought he was fouled, but the ball Good defense by Nick Richards.
Lowry came around, ball was free. Nick Richards kind of waiting right underneath that basket and timed it well. Blocks it off of Lowry.
Richards making his 10th start for Phoenix after that mid-January trade with Sharp. Booker is so confident. I doubt he's coming off the floor much, tonight. He's trimmed it down now to 1 with a 20-point first half. There's Keontae. Ball tapped up and in.
Richards kind of tipped that one in, but Kessler was the closest.
Yeah, Walker gets credit for the hoop. A rare miss in this first half by Booker. Yeah, it's come the other way quickly with Keontae. Kick it out, sends a ball. 3.
Devin Booker, one of the best search dribble players in the league.
O'Neal short. Walker Kessler fins off Richards for the rebound. Walker with 7 boards. Markkanen trying to tap it up. Loose. Tyus Jones with a rebound.
Most of Bryce's sensible shots, not just in this game, the few he took against the Warriors, are falling short. You have to make that adjustment yourself as a shooter. You have to say, well, this one I'm not going to leave it short. Might be long, might not go in, but it's not going to be short.
No one blocked down. Nick Richards. 44-43. There's the ball to Walker. Shot clock at 9. Keontae straight away. Knocks down the pure three-pointer. That's Keontae's first triple in this game. 8 points off the bench.
He always does well on that first action on the screen, Bowler. You get that screen from your big, and it's wide open. You wait any longer, you're going to be covered. But Keontae, great timing on the rise up.
Utah is working on a 50-point first half here in Phoenix. O'Neal. Ball falls off the rim, sends the ball to rebound, pushes to Keontae, the lob, and George to Walker Kessler.
Walker gave the signal with the hands up in the air, and Keontae, before he even crossed half court, saw that materializing. Beautiful find.
8.7 rebounds, 2 blocks for Kessler, who is good for 72% shooting from the floor. There's a late foul down on the baseline. That's 2 on Keontae.
Just a great connection right there. And Walker's the key. See those hands go up in the air. Keontae, there's a possibility. Just a wide open lob.
My guy, Tyson, as Isaiah Collier checks back in, and it's time for the Kia player profile. He has 8 assists, and that is tied a Jazz rookie record for first half assist. He could break it here in the final 2+ minutes. 4 points on 3 shots. The Richards, by the way, just became the first Phoenix Sun to have multiple made shots in this game besides Booker.
Yeah.
That's how dominant he's been.
Yeah, that's what the Suns are looking for. Who else is going to step up besides Booker? Has done a really good job against Grayson O'Neal. He's somebody that's capable.
Keontae George on the corner.
Yeah, Grayson Allen right now, just a goose egg.
There's the record for Isaiah, 9 assists.
Grayson with 3 points, but the Jazz have just done a really good job of not allowing Grayson Allen to roam free.
Keontae now with 3 fouls. Booker back at the line. He's hit 4 of his first 5. How do you score 25 or more in this game, in this league, T? You got to be at the line.
Yeah, you do. And elite scorers learn how to do that on a consistent basis.
Booker has scored 22 of the Suns' 47 in the first half. Jazz with a 5-point lead on the ball. Collier, Walker, inside, knocked away. Bobo and Plumlee were there. Booker pushes Tyus Jones. Booker back to the corner. John Collins tries to stay on his hip. Allen for three. That's a wicked ball movement.
Yeah, we just talked about Grayson Allen and Booker. Was a great passer as well. Finds him in that left corner.
Deontay, three more? No. Plumlee's there for the rebound to block out Walker. That Grayson Allen started 0 for 7. He's hit 2 straight threes. Booker down on the block. Spins it back inside against George. Under a minute to go. Bobo runs to the rack. Scores. We're tied at 52. See, the Jazz have handled the ball well. Just 5 turnovers. Collins triple, got it. Collins rifles down a three-point shot, his first of this game. 44% on the season is Collins. He's been so consistent from day one.
Isaiah Collier with those 10 assists. You see it right there.
Amazing. Rookie record and a half. He had 11 against Golden State through 4 quarters against the Warriors. 5 on the shot, down to 4. Jones, good defense by Collier. Passes out. Bobo just got it away. 3. My goodness. This crowd erupts. Bobo with 7. The bench. John Collins tries to answer.
Another good position bowler for the Jazz to be in. 55 points. You do give up 55 to the home team, but you can't be upset that you're going in the locker room knotted up with the Phoenix Suns here.
Largest lead for Utah, 12. They led by 10 after the first quarter. And T, as you said, we're knotted at 55 here in Phoenix. Collier, one big story with the rookie record and a half with 10 assists. You get 11 from Keontae, 11 from Markkanen, but Devin Booker has dropped 22, and Bobo off the bench with 7. Stay tuned for the Mark Miller Subaru halftime report. Michael Evans, C.J. Miles. All the stats and highlights coming up next.
Ready to refresh your space? RC Willey has you covered with incredible President's Day savings. Discover unbeatable deals on everything from furniture to flooring, TVs to appliances. It's the perfect time to upgrade your home and save big. Shop now at RC Willey.
It's not always easy knowing which reviews you can trust. This is my favorite restaurant in the city. The ambiance is electric. I would recommend the sardines. It's the perfect dinner spot before or after a Jazz game. The drink selection is vast, so it's amazing if you're just stopping by for post-game drinks.
Real tips, real travelers. Explore, plan, and book with Travel Pass.
When disaster strikes, your home or business can change in an instant. But no matter the damage, hope is never lost. Paul Davis Restoration specializes in restoring what matters most, your peace of mind. From floods to fires, storms to reconstruction, we bring your property back to life. Because when the unexpected happens, we're here to restore, rebuild, and renew. Trust the experts in restoration. Call Paul Davis, the property restoration experts.
The power of we believes in you. It advocates for you. It completes your circle. It makes sure you have the strongest circle possible. And with Intermountain Health in yours, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
Hey, just a reminder that me and some friends are headed to the credit card bill tomorrow.
Again, hey, that you're always going to the credit card. Why can't you stay here and do things with us?
You don't generate the same interest.
your money working and keep more of it at home with 0% interest for 6 months on new Visa credit cards at America First.
RC Willie makes it easy to buy now and pay over time with flexible financing, including 0 interest plans. Whether it's a new refrigerator or fresh carpet, choose low monthly payments that fit your budget. And this week, celebrate President's Day with store-wide savings at RC Willie.
Welcome to the Mark Miller Subaru Halftime Report, Utah's only negotiation-free Subaru retailer.
Well, the Jazz rolled into Phoenix right in that momentum of their win a couple of nights ago here at Delta Center. They went up by as many as 12, and then the home team did make a run. Tied at 55 at intermission. Back here in Salt Lake City, Alema Harrington alongside Mike Smith, CJ Miles, the former Jazz man, with us as well. Let's get to our first half highlights. They're brought to you by LVT, the company focused on making the world safer and more secure. What do you got, Mike?
Well, I got a lot of Devin Booker. He's the only reason Phoenix is in this ball game. He'll be the only reason they could possibly win this game, and he might have to score 50 to do it. Look at the ease with which he scores, the comfort with which he plays and gets his shots. Like, no matter where he goes, look at this slow Euro step. It's just like a walk in the park for him. He's got 22. But the Jazz have 16 assists, and believe it or not, 10 first-half assists by Isaiah Collier, playing with speed, running fast, each one prettier than the previous one. This is beautiful because he looks off the ball, then comes back to it. I like this one coming up right now because he hits Filipowski on the fly. This is purely made up. And Filipowski with a great finish. CJ, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Isaiah Collier.
I mean, it's great because the biggest thing is the execution for your guard. A lot of guys can see the plays, but their reaction times aren't there. They aren't able to put them together. He's got anticipation rolling for him now. He's putting pieces into plays. You see him pointing, telling guys where to go so he can lift things off. That's the biggest thing to continue his journey to being a great point guard is the anticipation and understanding the game.
Let's look at the Metro by T-Mobile halftime stats, Mike, and what stands out to you as far as the numbers go.
Believe it or not, the Jazz don't shoot well in this game. What I loved about Isaiah's assists, he had 5 in the first quarter, 5 in the second quarter. So it wasn't a fluke quarter. He's just doing it wherever it is. Jazz, as you might imagine, would have the advantage on the rebounds and in the paint because of Kessler's size. Markkanen had a decent half as well. But they got to stay with it. Neither team shooting it great. Booker 8 for 12. The rest of the Suns really struggling. For the Jazz, Keontae George, Markkanen, good first halves. The rest of the guys, if they pick it up, this is a winnable game.
Yep.
They can win their third and 4 tries.
All right. We'll come back. More halftime report is on the way. And the assists were aplenty in the first half. Keontae George to the Sheriff, Walker Kessler with the half.
After the injury, simple tasks were such a hassle. Like turning on the lights, staying warm. Even answering the door was a problem.
Hold on a second.
But now with Vivint, things are a lot simpler. Call the shots, even from the sidelines, with Vivint.
Big.
Small.
Essential. Big. Essential. Essential.
Grande, pequeño, esencial. No matter what business you're in, Verizon Business has the network and solutions you need to power it.
Chipotle's braised beef barbacoa might be our best kept secret. Slow cooked, responsibly raised beef, seasoned with garlic and cumin, and shredded for fall pork tenderness. Chipotle's braised beef barbacoa. If you know, you know.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin night and day. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Rinvoq. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some taking Rinvoq felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions. GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events. Infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Other sausage brands use non-meat filler crap. And do we at Johnsonville make sausage with non-meat filler crap? No, we do not. Keep it juicy.
Hey Taylor, why do we always show up so early?
Well, because we're jewelers, bro. We're all about commitment.
True. Maybe that's why we sell more engagement rings than anyone else.
It's not just because of our in-house financing.
At Morgan Jewelers, we believe in having passion
and commitment to what you love.
See.
Jazz Nation, still trying to send in your picks. Hashtag missiles tonight. We post them on X. We'll pick a winner in Jazz postgame report. This one coming in, watching the game, working in the here. I love it. Actually, I don't think that's the team store. That might be at the mall. Let's get to our coaches interview. Lauren Green with assistant coach Jason Terry.
Well, Coach, Isaiah Collier has a rookie record for 10 assists at the half. How is his pace just helping you guys in your pace in this first half?
Well, since he's taken over the starting point guard position, he's really set the tone with his pace, the way he plays, but also with his passing. His ability to touch the paint and then pass the ball out to the perimeter has been flawless.
Then Devin Booker, 22 points right now in the first half. It's tough cover. You guys are contesting these shots, these tough shots he's making, but what needs to change starting in the third quarter?
We knew even without Kevin Durant and Bill, even when they're in, he's still the most dangerous player on the floor. We have to give him a lot of attention, but don't allow him to drive away from the shifts. Our help defense is in place, but if he goes away from the help, then he's able to score and attack us one-on-one.
Coach, thank you.
The Jazz only had 5 turnovers in that first half, a trend that continues in the right direction. If they can repeat that, they have a chance to win.
Containment of the book.
Yeah.
Funnel them, trying to make them work, doing the right things. That's the biggest thing.
All right, we'll come back. When we do, we'll send to the bowler. Big T, Lauren Green. Second half is coming up. Jazz playing above the rim in this game. Filipowski with the jam. Stick around.
Surf and turf. Surf and turf. Low and slow and roasty beef. 2 of those things for $6.99. Arby's, we have the meat.
Look at him, streaming DirecTV without a satellite dish.
Did you see how fast that guy found the game? He hardly struggled at all.
Every day is a struggle for us pigeons, and he's flipping through channels faster than a falcon.
You know, I dated a falcon once.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters. And every path leads to new possibilities.
Current Chevy owners can get $5,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
Dupixent can help people with asthma breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. So this is better. And this. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems and doesn't replace a rescue inhaler. It's proven to help prevent asthma attacks. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels, rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening joint aches and pain, or parasitic infection. Don't change or stop steroid, asthma, or other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your specialist about Dupixent.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Jazz Basketball is brought to you by Delta, proud to be the official airline and community partner of the Utah Jazz. Ford, visit buyfordnow.com. New Skin, discover the best you. Zions Bank, the official bank of the Utah Jazz. And by your Utah Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Winter in the desert. However, 77 degrees today. I'll take that anytime. Let's check the diamond plays of the game, brought to you by Morgan Jewelers. Always brilliant. Big T, what a half for Isaiah Collier.
Forward, every young player in this league comes in trying to find their niche. With some, it's scoring, but with Isaiah Collier, it's just the chemistry on the pass. He sets the table for everybody. 10 assists, 6 different guys, the beneficiaries of those assists. He's learned how to really control that speed. He can go 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds, but now he's able to control it. He's got eyes in the back of his head. He is just rolling right now as a young rookie, making a name for himself as a guy who is a pass-first point guard and can score as well. Get better at that, but 10 assists, man, in the first half. Brilliant.
That's really impressive. That brings us to the Bill Ford Proud Leaders, brought to you by your local Ford stores. Visit buyfordnow.com. Marketing. Busted out early. Finishes with 11. Keontae off the bench with 11. Kessler and Collins combined for 15. Devin Booker, 8 of 12 shooting, 22 points. The biggest surprise is Bull off the bench, hit a late 3 to pull even with the Jazz. And Grayson Allen finally got a little confidence late. 6 points on 2 of 9 from the floor. But this is going to be a half that Collier remembers. It's an all-time Jazz rookie record in a half for assists. Also, see the plus-minus, a +8.
I'm going to tell you, it's going to get better. He's got a whole other half to go out and do his thing. I like to see him connect a little bit more with John Collins. The Jazz need his physicality on the offensive end, really blasting those switches, see if we can get him involved early.
Yeah, to your point, John, 2 of 7 from the floor. So here we go, third quarter. First possession. Good hands by Markkanen, but just tipped that ball out of bounds. Steve Mikhailuk tried to save it. It'll be 5 on the shot clock. Short shot clock for Phoenix. Grayson Allen working against Markkanen. Takes the bump, has to flat up ball to the corner. Did he get it away? They're going to give it to him. Tyus Jones' team just beat the clock. He was 1 of 5 in half number 1.
This great aggressive drive by Allen finds Tyus Jones with just a little bit of time left.
First lead tonight. It's all the way back from 12 down. O'Neal looked like he took his shot.
Yes,
left
he did.
hand.
That was John Collins. Downhill. You're going to take something.
Walker Kessler comes up with it. 20 on the shot. Let's see. Just sort of whistle away from the ball. That's Mark Davis.
Yeah. Well, Royce O'Neal got the ball first, but he grabs John Collins on the way down, and it wasn't marginal. So we're going to see what they do on this challenge here.
So Budenholzer wasted no time, still arguing. He calls a timeout for the challenge. We'll have the answer after this.
Sometimes the best seats in the house aren't in the house. Sometimes the best seats are right at home. Visionary Homes, the official home builder of the Utah Jazz.
How do you sleep at night?
On a mattress from Mattress Firm. I sleep.
At the President's Day sale, save up to $700 on Sealy. Get matched at Mattress Firm, sleep at night.
Del Taco's new Chipotle chicken burrito and bean rice and cheese burrito, packed with flavor and fresh ingredients on Del's Real Deals menu. Wait, what? These burritos on a value menu with everything under $3? Look at Del Taco hooking us up.
New to the big city?
Yeah.
Amara.
Hi. Apparently Progressive lets homeowners and renters bundle with their auto policy. 24/7 protection for all of my things. Hey, I love that you protect all my stuff, but could you tone down the creepiness?
Sorry. I'd do anything for you, Emily.
Still creepy.
Right.
The Octagon has returned to the land down under. Drake is too flexy. As good as the world. Sean Strickland.
You put a match up the champ, you could face Lee. He's a special athlete.
Welcome back. Phoenix, Arizona. Budenholzer made the challenge. Here's Mark Davis with the call.
Upon review, it has been determined that the ball was legally touched by O'Neal. There's no foul on this play. Upon review, it is also discovered that the ball was last touched by Collins. The ball be awarded to Phoenix on the baseline. We set the shot clock to 24. This is the first timeout of the period. Phoenix will not receive their timeout back. However, they have an additional challenge.
So right there you see Royce O'Neal knock the ball away first. There was a little grab on it, but didn't have really anything to do with the shot. And then the ball went off the knee right there of John Collins.
Phoenix possession, as you heard Mark Davis, a fresh 24 in the shot clock. And the Suns with the ball up by 1. Tyus Jones around and out. Nice save by Walker. How about that pocket pass inside? Walker tried to tap it back inside. It's usually a little gimme bucket for Kessler.
Good recovery defense that time. Walker sliding.
One possibilities. Booker with 22. Mikhailuk the foul, his first.
Booker just so good at going downhill, creating space, backpedaling for speed. Creates that pull-up, and then you reach, get that foul, put him on the line again.
Just a point below his season average of 26, 25 in the pocket of Booker. 61-57 Phoenix. Collier inside, paint, left hand. Oh, Walker follows it up with a beautiful put down. He's in double digits with 10. Make that 11. 11 rebounds, 10 points for Kessler.
Those are Walker's DIY buckets. He earned those by outworking the opponent.
Collier races down against Grayson Allen. Ball slapped out of his hands. Booker. Here's Royce. The kid. Richards inside and a foul. That's 2 on Marketing.
Well, the Suns picking up the pace. Not as much half-court offense as the first half. They had to really control that first quarter. And then Booker went to work in the half-court game. Now Phoenix is running on opportunities, trying to get easy buckets.
Pizza, pizza.
with JC out tonight. Foot injury management. Trying to rest him up on a back-to-back Clippers tomorrow night after that 31-point output against Golden State Wednesday night. Scott Collins, wide open, drills a pure three-pointer.
Beautiful. John Collins needs to be involved, has to be an impact player offensively in this half.
He's hit 4 of 10 shots, 12 points, and 3 rebounds. Phoenix with the ball up by 1. Grayson Allen faked the pass, drives inside. Richards denied. Ball jumps out. Here comes Collier racing. 3-on-2. O'Neal took it out of his hands. Mikhailuk got it.
That was just a wild offensive play. Love the downhill work of Isaiah. Misses the shot, gets back out. Somehow the speed for 3.
That's 3 off the mark. Richards the rebound. Get on the shot clock. Resets out front. Tyus Jones. Jazz by 2. Stolen. Mikhailuk. Rockets a pass. Lob it. Put it down. That is a nifty assist from Collier to the finisher.
Told you he wasn't finished. Isaiah Collier still got a lot of dimes in his pocket. Forward to give. That was one of the nicest ones of the night.
Well, if you're counting dimes, he's got a $130.
Yes, he does.
13 assists. And the Jazz find a little fast action themselves. Look at that. Perfectly placed. And mark it in 2 hands. The Jazz back on top by 4.
Easy. A pet-friendly Italian restaurant with outdoor seating nearby and text it to Luca. Real quick.
Tough loss, coach. Any words?
They just played a much better game.
Did you say munch?
Sounds like someone's craving my new crispy boneless wings.
Jack, what do you think of today's loss?
Embarrassing. Try my new crispy boneless wings. That's so much more.
Welcome to Talk in the Box.
What you got today?
New bounce. You got now.
I like the fact that working out makes me feel as though I'm back in boot camp. You know, it gives me that lot two attitude, gives me an attitude where I want to take care of myself, where I feel phenomenal, that I can work out every day and still feel like I'm a Marine at 76 years old. And I think balance in nature is a big part of that.
Get 35% off your first set as a preferred customer when you use discount code JAZZ. How do you want to spend time at home? Like this? Or like this? This? Or this? Probably not this. Definitely this. The difference? Adaptive. Every home enjoyed.
Hey, we're back in Arizona. It's Lauren Green's old stomping grounds.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, she's an alum of the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at Arizona State. And Lauren, I love this article about you. They asked how many points they thought you could score. You thought you could score in an NBA game, and you're a tough one because you said 4 because you could drive and get fouled not once but twice.
Yeah, I rethought that after I read the article when it came out. I said, I don't know if I want to get fouled in the NBA.
This is media day.
I might call the Jazz cheaters on that one. Up a 3 instead. We'll see if that works instead.
If you can get fouled on a 3, make it get to the line.
Yeah, you know, a soft foul. I'll take it. I'll take it.
And by the way, I met your brother last night, Josh. And there he is in the stands tonight. Josh getting some TV time, Josh.
He is. That's the guy everything I know about this sport. When I watch cartoons, it forces me to watch get paid off a little bit.
I think it did. Glad to have you, Lauren. Congrats on a great start here. And I tell you, Walter Cronkite School, oh, you can't get much better than that.
No, thank you, guys. Great school. Great school. Glad to be back here.
Booker just knocked down the shot. Jazz still up by 2 as John Collins works hard inside. Well, he is taken down hard. Foul. Let's see if that's Richards who got him first.
John has a way of doing that. First quarter, pretty quiet. You mentioned, 1 for 7 from shooting, but he has a way of making up for it, and not in a way that he's trying to get it all back at once, but making his presence known here early in this third.
It's 2 for 2 from the line. Kevin Durant finally comes on the bench. Durant out tonight, 36 years young. He still is 26 points away from 30,000 career points, and he was selected last night to be on Team Shaq for the All-Star game.
Yeah, good selection for Shaq.
Yes.
I mean, look, that guy right there, man, is just
A lot of talk in Phoenix, see a little uneasiness in the Suns locker room. Trade deadlines will do that.
Yeah, there was some uneasiness all around the league. Joyce O'Neal misses a 3, but that's the business of basketball, Bo. A lot of things can happen in this league. And
you've been down that road.
Yes, I have.
Dante George got to the scorers table, still had his sweats on, and Mark Davis is waiting patiently, and he's going to let him on the floor.
That's a nice for the officials to kind of wait for Keontae.
I think Keontae was like, what? I can't come in? Ripped off those sweats as fast as he could. Here's Isaiah on a lob. Marketing right at the free throw line against Grayson Allen. Then turns, fires, bucket good.
Beautiful. Lowry Marketing at the nail with a smaller Allen on. You got to take that.
15 points on 6 of 10 from the floor for Marketing. O'Neal forced to pass out as he stared into the eyes of Kessler. Grayson Allen was waiting. Allen 9 points on 3 of 11. All 3 makes from downtown. Richards a rebound. Booker drives paint. Kick it out. O'Neal. Back to back. Back to back.
Well, the next step for Walker Kessler is in a one-on-one situation on the basket. Take it into Richards' chest.
But Grayson Allen, a former Jazz man, hits a triple. And then another one by former Jazz man, Royce O'Neal. Walker Kessler answers with a 2-hand put down.
John Collins helps keep that one alive.
Jazz hanging on to a 2-point lead. 6.5 to play. Allen again. Rifles up the 3. The tap. Going to call a foul. Looks like Walker with a push in the back.
To see this one again, I'm not sure. That's 2 big guys just going at it.
Well, Richards has got all jersey.
I mean, so let the players just kind of decide. Richards kind of got off balance, 1 foot down. Yeah, Walker Kessler kind of the victim of circumstance that time, but not a fan of that call.
Richards with 7 points. 3 of those 7 from the free throw line. Has 9 rebounds. Jazz, though, have out-rebounded Phoenix through by 11, 37 to 26.
Yeah, those are the hustle plays, and that's going to have any chance of pulling this out. Those are the ones that are going to be so key in this game.
Walker reaches out, passes inside. John Collins denied. Grayson Allen races into front court. Picked up by Keontae. Allen, 3 more. Rims out. John Collins for a moment the rebound. Richards took it away. Booker. Out front. Allen. Head fakes, drives paint. Lob inside. Wow. Richards with 10.
Both teams hustling. The Suns win that battle right there.
75-73, Phoenix. Short. Drives inside, draws a foul. Micah Potter set to check in. And Bobo and Plumlee for Phoenix.
A lot of activity. Grayson Allen Walker Kessler has to make a decision. Do I go out to a guy who's hit a few and Allen? He gets halfway. Grayson Allen. A nice setup there.
2 shots for Keontae. First point of the second half. And see, here's what's ahead for the Jazz. Brought to you by University of Utah Health. Trusted healthcare partner for the Jazz on and the court. Tomorrow, quick turnaround. We're off to LA to play the Clippers. Monday, the Lakers. And then how about flipping it? Lakers back home, Delta Center. And then we see the Clippers.
I love LA. Sing it. That's the first thing that came to my mind. That's a lot of LA, Bowler.
Man, it sure is. I'd say the biggest storyline for me is with the All-Star break coming. I'm just wondering who plays when and how many minutes, if any. Timeout, Will Hardy. And the threes beginning to fall for the Suns. 11 of 31. The Jazz are 8 of 27. And the lead is 3.
Well, we talked about who else besides Booker was going to be the beneficiary of their other 2 big scorers being out. Beal and Kevin Durant, and Tyus Jones, 11 points. Grayson Allen knocking down a few right now. And also Nick Richards doing a good job of just battling, giving the Phoenix Suns extra possessions.
Let's go coast to coast, presented by Delta, proud to be the official airline and community partner of the Utah Jazz. You saw Durant, who was rumored to be in trades, but this man was traded. Miami sends Lakers, Jimmy Butler, then you get Luka, you get De'Aaron Fox. How about that combo? I never thought if you had to think who was going to be on the block this trade season, I never would even think of those 4. Maybe De'Aaron, maybe, but not Luka.
Well, maybe Jimmy Butler, because some of the noise was happening early. He was unhappy, but you're right. I could have never have guessed all this was going to happen. Well, if anybody could.
We could easily see Luka Doncic make his Laker debut Monday, too.
Yeah, we could. We could. Heard those tickets are pretty hot.
Let's go check in with Lauren.
Yeah, guys, before the game, Coach Hardy was asked if there was even a sigh of relief for him after this trade deadline, and he said, yeah, definitely. It's definitely good for the guys, too. It's just a stressful time for everybody, and as our chemistry continues to grow, on the plane yesterday, he said there was just a collective sigh of relief just to focus on what's next. Guys, back to you.
You've been through it. I've watched it for years, and it's never fun because really, I don't want to overstate it, but there is a tightness in locker rooms. Sometimes they're broken, but not the Utah Jazz. It's a very tight group.
You know what? Sometimes it is fun, right? I mean, from a fan standpoint, the Lakers are watching LeBron do his thing, but at some point they have to think about their future. And so now it's just exciting to see how a lot of these blockbuster trades will work out. Even on the Jazz's side, right? Justin Zanuck and Danny Ainge are doing their thing, and it's just exciting to see how this Jazz team's developing as well with the young players.
Tyus Jones with 13. He had 3 at the half. So a 10-point third quarter and a 5-point lead for Phoenix. The run is 15-4 over the last 2.5. Kessler, a gimme at the rim. Could not complete it. Booker comes up, stops, drills a 3. That's how quick it can change.
Walker Kessler found himself for now, just trying to top a ball that time. Not finessing his way up there. You have got to come away with something. Plumlee or dunk or both.
30-point game. There's another turnover. Keontae trying to lob it to the big man. Booker 30, rips out. Plumlee the save. Grayson Allen clears. Jones. But this crowd is living with every shot. Both teams have picked it up on the defensive end. To the corner goes Marketing. Bang. Got it. Big shot needed by Utah. And Marketing with 18.
Michael Potter, nice job not hesitating. Just drawing attention right in that paint. Mike Lowry in that right deep corner.
Plumlee. Ball movement, crisp. Grayson out. That's what he does. It's that one thing, team. 4 of 14. All 4 shots made have been from 3. There's a couple of bounces for Keontae and a bucket. 14 for the second-year pro out of Baylor.
They'll need to get back to that first quarter defense. Shots coming a little too easy for the Suns.
McCallum chases Booker. Little help from Walker. Stop and go. Hook it. Over the top. Rebound. Plumlee clears. Fresh 14 on the shot. Here's Grayson Allen. Inside glass. A loose ball foul.
Must be down. Head. Like an elbow to the back of the head by Plumlee.
Yeah, Plumlee whistled for the foul. His second. That's Marketing.
Oh, it's Marketing.
Yeah, Marketing's down.
Here you see Plumlee.
Oh, yeah.
The elbow, the back of the head of Lowry Marketing.
Now, we've seen a lot of different calls. I'm surprised they don't step over and take a look at that.
Yeah, I don't think there was a lot there. I mean, it was an upward movement. I think, you know, it didn't really meet the criteria for them to, other than Lowry hit the floor.
The only reason I say that is it's above the shoulders.
Yeah, true.
So
True.
we play on with Filipowski. Marketing slip slides through. Flip. Look at the wrist. Nice shot.
No hesitation at all. Beautiful job.
Filipowski, 6.6 rebounds. The Jazz down by 4. Monte Morris backs out. Booker, inside drive. Micah Potter, late whistle. I thought he did a nice job to meet him with 2 hands. 2 on Micah.
Mike's looking at the bench like, I really don't think I fouled. What do you think? Mason Plumlee's the kind of guy, too, where all you need to do is just go up vertical on him. Back was to the basket. He would have had to throw that behind his back to even get it in.
Plumlee scores with the left hand from the free throw line. His first score of this game to go with 5 rebounds. Marketing comes out. It wasn't working with the right hand, T, so let's try the left.
Oh, left's a strong hand now.
There it is. 2 for 2. Marketing takes a seat with 18 points, 5 rebounds. Cutter, B, man at the rim, and the foul undone.
He did the right thing. If he had tried to finesse that up, either would have gotten blocked or he would have missed it. So goes in with that attitude, gets something out of this play.
The Suns have taken 19 free throws, Utah 11. And the first trip to the line for Mikhailuk. Well, make the night memorable with a Jazz game at Delta Center. Join us next Wednesday to see the Jazz take on the LA Lakers. Grab your tickets now at utahjazz.com/tickets. One out of 2, rebound flip.
Got something up.
Steve works the dribble, corner. Filipowski repos it. And Filipowski working on a double-digit game with 9. He shoots 31% from downtown. And the Jazz down 2 with under 2 to play in the third.
Yeah, Filipowski is figuring it out.
Bobo had a look. Monte Morris in, rolls it home.
For the Jazz is to stay within striking distance.
Collins working one-on-one with Bol. Bol hits that jumper. Up and over.
Bol looks surprised, like
sure does.
John says, "You didn't know I had that."
He looked more shocked than anyone in the building.
Not a surprise to us. John Collins is dangerous everywhere on the court.
Booker.
Okay.
32 for Booker. So the Jazz will get a turnover.
A violation on the inbounds.
Yeah, Micah Potter. So another possession here late in the third. Booker scrolls inside, blocked by Collins. Makalu clears it across the timeline. Surveys. In the paint. Stole the foul.
I like Speed's activity.
Ryan Dunn.
Speed doesn't get in the lane and pick the ball up. He continues his dribble, has a pump fake there. Coach Will Hardy talking to him right now about just being patient and get something positive out of the play.
So Dunn picks up his third foul. Kylu. Makes the first. 8 points in 19 minutes. Making his 10th start this season for Will Hardy. First year with the Jazz, 2 for 2.
Speed brings really good energy when he's inserted anywhere, really. He knows that he has to, when he's inserted in the starting lineup, he's got to bring something to the game right away.
They switch now. Filipowski on Booker. Passes out for 3. Ryan Dunn. First score, T, since a 3-point first quarter.
A great contest by Potter. Dunn with just better offense that time.
Over the top. Collins rises up. 3. Bounces out. Potter chases it down. Shot clock's off. Game clock here in the third quarter rolls down to 7. Gotte's got to make his move. And make it now. 2 to shoot, down to 1. Look off, floater, tap out. Third quarter comes to an end. Phoenix again stiffens defensively in the second and third quarters, and the Jazz head to the fourth, down 5 in Phoenix.
A lot has changed over the years, but one thing has remained constant. Zions Bank has been there through it all. For more than 150 years, we've supported our clients and communities. And it's a commitment we pledge to continue for another 150 years. For banking you can rely on, now and for years to come. Zions Bank is for you. Zions Bank, the official bank of the Utah Jazz.
The Ford family of SUVs, proud sponsor of winter. Place Bronco Sport for $299 a month, or Bronco for $369 a month, or buy with low 2.9 financing plus cash back. Only your local Ford stores.
Because you're always there for them, we're always here for you. Introducing the new Serta Eye Comfort. Experience 5 support zones designed for full body alignment with pressure relieving foams and cooling comfort. That's zone comfort that always has your back. The new Serta Eye Comfort. Find yours at Serta.com.
You know that tower with cameras and the flashing lights in the parking lot of your local store? Yeah, we make that and the technology needed to reduce crime and increase safety in your community. In fact, it's made right here in America. We're LVT. And the thousands of units we've deployed across the country are helping businesses increase life safety and security for their employees, customers, and communities. See it in action. LVT.com.
Here's a game summary brought to you by Zions Bank, the official bank of the Utah Jazz. Phoenix in the 2-point category, 51%. The Jazz at 48. 4 more threes made. 36 attempts by the Suns, 31 by the Jazz. Utah plus 10 rebounding, Big T. Jazz led early by 12. Been back and forth, and now the spread is 8 in favor of the Suns.
Yeah, another important stat, points in the paint. Jazz 36, Suns 22. The Jazz can get a lot of good looks. If they stay aggressive, get to the paint, you're going to find some threes open as well.
Booker, the rebound. He has scored now his 12th 30-plus point game against the Jazz. That ball leaks out, wide open run to the rack. Easiest bucket of the night.
That's just great defense.
Got Collins with 18. Keeping track of the dunk counter, that is now 12 for the Jazz. Booker with 34. Johnny Juzang on the board with Collins, Filipowski, Mikhailuk, and Collier. There's feet from 3. Filipowski, that ball went down but fouled while he was going up in action for the shot. Plumlee the foul.
Just nice job by Kyle Filipowski. First of all, nice job by Isaiah Collier. Just getting downhill. He's controlling that speed, finding guys wide open. And flip. Just cleaning things up down there. Big bucket for the Jazz.
Filipowski becomes a 5th Jazz man in double figures with 11 misses the free throw. 97-94 Phoenix. What's strange, the Jazz have met 3 previous times against the Suns as Booker drills another triple. All 3 games, T, this season have been decided by 8 points.
Yeah. These two teams.
Collier with an easy drive for 2.
Very easy. Now the Jazz worked on in shoot around, setting up blitz at Booker. Haven't seen it yet.
They switch now. Collins over on Booker. He's trying to do this on his home floor, almost by himself, but he's getting a lot of help from Bobo. Timeout, Will Hardy. Bobo with 10. He hit a 3 just before half and hits one here in the 4th. Phoenix 103, Utah 96.
Hi. Ready for an ultra?
Racing for an ultra?
Don't forget, there's ultras on the line. I didn't.
Michelob Ultra, superior like this. After the injury, simple tasks were such a hassle. Like turning on the lights, staying warm. Even answering the door was a problem. Hold on a second. But now with Vivint, things are a lot simpler. Call the shots, even from the sidelines, with Vivint.
Earth and Perth, 2 sandwiches. The sea giveth crispy fish. Oh, for $6.99. Arby's, we have the meat.
Easy. Find a pet-friendly Italian restaurant with outdoor seating nearby and text it to Luca.
Get ready for a double dose of intensity. First up, Victor Wembanyama and his Spurs continue to rise and are on the hunt for a playoff spot. But are they up to the test against Jason Tatum and the defending champion Celtics? Stephen Curry and the Warriors meet up with some old foes when they tussle with Kyrie, Clay, and the Mavs. Wednesday on ESPN.
It's time, T, for the Vivid defensive moment. For peace of mind, the smartest homes use Vivid.
Well, if you're Jazz Nation, you always like the defensive moments that literally finish with a dunk. Big one for the Jazz. They're going to need a few more of those to get back into this game. But what a beautiful 1-2 punch.
Big T, you talked about defense. They've got to rise up. They've only had 4 stops against Phoenix's last 19 possessions. That has to improve here in the final 10 minutes.
It'll be nice to score here, but see if the defense changes on Booker and their half-court offense.
Collier throws it away. Booker against Juzang. Drives paint. They collapse 3 white jerseys. They go to Bobo, who has been unstoppable.
The Bobo, if you can map a guard in a 7'3" body, that's Bobo. Loves to play outside, shoot over everybody in that mid-range area.
Boy, he's a tough defender, long arm. John Collins, he'll rise up and shoot over the top. A Bobo done. Rebounds. 9-point advantage is the largest lead for Phoenix. Rice sends a ball. We'll check in on the next whistle. Booker has played most of this game. Drops in 2 more with 39. There's 48 minutes in a game, T, last time I checked. He has played 35, and we still have 9 to play.
Strategy hasn't really changed on him. That's trying to make it a little tougher on him in an ISO situation.
Plumlee the rebound.
And trying to attract a foul on that shot. Doesn't get it.
Booker having his way at the free throw line off the elbow. That's a rare miss. Tapped up, out. John Collins able to rip the rebound away from Bobo.
Time for the Jazz.
Juzang blocked. Filipowski takes it. Corner. Skips out. Filipowski, 1 bounce. Taking up big fella. Blocked by Plumlee. Out of bounds with 11 on the shot.
Well, the hustle is good for the Jazz. Just trying to keep that ball alive, get themselves opportunities to score. 11 seconds here, so you got time to get it in and run something.
How about Will Hardy putting Finzabah in a clutch situation? These minutes are important. He's had a rough night. 8 minutes, 0 for 3, 2 points. Trying to regain his confidence. Fires up a 3 short. Bobo sets back and triples away. John Collins, guys. And pulls down the rebound. Collier on a drive. Comes up short. Got caught underneath. Filipowski tries to hustle and saves it. He does.
Plenty of time.
They go corner to Collier. Back out front. Juzang. Flip. Little jab set. They'll take the triple. Short. The the 3-ball is becoming a factor in this game. 26% for the Jazz.
If you're flip on that shot, you don't look around. You're wide open. You take it. It's more of a rhythm look. I don't dispute the shot, but for him, he hasn't hesitated all night long. You don't need to hesitate now.
Jazz are 10 of 38 from behind the arc. Phoenix 16 of 39. Sensabaugh off the glass for 2.
Well, if you're Bryce Sensabaugh, you've got a heightened sense of making an impact at this point in the game. The trust of Will Hardy.
His first score comes at the 7:35 mark here in the 4th. After a couple of free throws. Sensabaugh hits a rebound and will push it to John Collins. Oh, my. That is a wicked collision. That looked like it was head to head. Yes. Grayson now down. And Collins is holding his head.
That's the risk you take.
Yeah, Grayson just, if he gets up, you can hear that collision, T, from where we are.
Yeah.
On the second row, off the floor.
And Grayson Allen, when you're getting ready to take that charge, you've got to guess right. And He was straight in the way of John Collins. There's some pain there, Bo.
Oh, you bet there's pain.
Right here.
Yeah, that's what you call a head-on collision. Oh, boy. We'll step aside.
Tough loss, coach. Any words?
They just played a much better game.
Did you say munch?
Sounds like someone's craving my new crispy boneless wings.
Jack, what do you think of today's loss?
Embarrassing. Try my new crispy boneless wings and so much more.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Dear Unleashed. Who knows the feeling of freedom like the way you do? But damned if we don't come really, really close. Let's break the chain. Yours, Tundra. Right now, get 1.99% APR financing for 72 months on Tundra with Toyota Care, Toyota's no-cost maintenance plan. Find yours at toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
These are the moments when inspiration strikes, when curiosity blossoms, when passions are born, when a spark ignites and a light comes on, when their future starts to take shape. And with a 529 college savings plan, you can help them prepare for all the moments still to come. See how a 529 plan can help you reach your college savings goals at my529.org.
An active life isn't just one choice. It's trading the snooze button for Savasana. It's connecting over group sweat, not a group chat. It's grabbing a set instead of grabbing a show. It's falling deeper into love, not deeper into the couch. We don't just make clothes. We make the clothes that inspire your next best choice.
If you like options, you'll love my $5 all-day big deal meal. Choose from 4 delicious entrees and 5 tasty sides with a drink. Oh, and nobody else includes breakfast items all day. Just this guy. At Jack, every bite's a big deal.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Back in the desert, 107.98. John Collins standing steady. They had to take Grayson Allen. He was luckily able to walk back into the tunnel, but that is a rough hit. I mean, that could be concussion protocol. Grayson was down for a good minute, but able to get off the court.
Yeah, obviously he took the force on that. You got John Collins coming at him with all that force. But you hope that Grayson is okay.
Just over 7 minutes left. 107.98. Booker has played 37 minutes, 39 points, 24 shots taken. O'Neal. Jazz crowd in the paint. Kessler comes away with his 14th rebound. He had a season high 18 against the Warriors. Keontae for 3. Richards with position on that rebound tee. Blocked out Kessler. Booker again. Walks it across midcourt. Takes a shot. Nick Richards. One hands it back down.
Yeah, he's a human pogo stick. He gets up off the floor quicker than the other Jazz players in the paint.
That's Richards now with 12. Marketed shot. Short. Lowry had 11 T at halftime, 18 after 3. Booker again. Wicked good.
He gets you with a quick burst, stops on a dime, and just rises up.
He's averaged 33 in the 3 games previous against the Jazz, and tonight 41. Another miss, and Richards climbs up for the rebound.
They're quick and out. They've got time to really get what they wanted. They take their time.
Booker lobs that ball over the top, and then it'll be Jazz ball.
Like these, where Coach Will Hardy doesn't necessarily call a play. He wants Deontay, as a floor journal, to figure it out. Figure out where the weakness is. Take your time. There's no hurry.
Play through it. Sends the ball. Inside pass out. Johnny Juzang 3. Got it. And Johnny needed that shot. He was 1 of 6 in the first half.
Great patience. That's what the Jazz need to do. Starts with stops. Figure it out on the offensive end.
Juzang 40% from downtown. He struggled in this game. The ball's loose. Tapped out. Picked up. Juzang racing inside. Flick of the wrist and a quick 5. The Jazz pushing back once again. Down 11, remember, in the final 3 minutes against Golden State.
That's just a great bucket by Johnny. Catches Booker. Unable to turn around in time. Uses him. Get that 3 lane to the basket.
John Collins set to return. Bobo beats him at the scorer's table. Shot clock rolls down to 5. Royce passes cross court. Tyus Jones. No. And a crowd. Kessler once again with 15 rebounds.
Another big stop for the Jazz. Capitalize here.
Keontae shows the ball. Left hand. Caught the rim and in.
Wow.
And one. And the Jazz pushing back as they did against Golden State.
Like I said, sometimes you got to figure it out. Keontae George sees an opportunity, goes against the grain. When Nick Richards finds some space, gets to the line.
Jazz, if you just joined us, led early by 12. Phoenix muscling their way back to have a 13-point lead. A free throw here would make it a 5-point game with 4:06 left. Bobo in, Richards out. $18 tonight for Keontae. He had that big fourth quarter of 12 of his 26 against the Warriors back at Delta Center. Isaiah Collier off the bench. We'll check in on the next whistle as we just passed the 4-minute mark. Booker. Plumlee, one bounce against Walker. Maybe got a piece of it. Shot clock runs out, and they'll give the Jazz the possession back.
Oh, Johnny Juzang. Great job. Booker staying on his feet, not going for the pump fakes. Booker is so good at getting you off your feet after he finds the space. Has to get rid of it.
See, I'm going to guess Booker goes the distance. That would give him 44 minutes of 48.
Yeah, well, he's built for it. And he has to be with 2 of his big guns out. But he's done a nice job of distributing the basketball as well. 9 assists to go with those 41.
Jazz continue to work their way back. And you know what, T? They're doing it with a lot of calm.
Yep, I think Bobo's not a believer yet. He had John Collins knock one down on him earlier and wasn't convinced that he could knock it down again.
John Collins has dropped 21 on the Suns, 3 of 6 from 3.
Boy, that's just a beautiful job. He went 2 for 7, 1 for 3 from 3 in the first half, only 7 points. And I told you he needed to make up for that big impact here in a close game.
And it's an 11-0 run by the Jazz, and it's a 2-point game with 3:19 left. By the way, Booker, his 4th 40-plus point game in his career against the Utah Jazz. Right now, that number is 41.
Yeah, I like that number too. Because
yes, you do.
Well, here's what I like. The defense really hasn't changed on Booker. There's a lot more help when he's trying to find his space. Other guys from the Jazz are getting there to make it stop. And the on-ball defender staying on his feet, trying to stay as close as possible to him, and it's been working.
Going to bring back Collier and Keontae with Marketing, Collins, and Walker Kessler. This season, what a run of games. 31, 34, 34, and tonight 41. And look at the field goal percentage through, out of sight. His worst game is 48% back in December.
Yeah, and he's just elite inside that three-point line. He's good from the three-point line, but loves to go off the dribble. See if the Jazz stick with the same deep.
He's working to get open. He spins on Keontae into the paint. He goes, spins back to his right. The shot, high bounce, off the mark. Who wants it? Who's got it? Marketing. Jazz have beat the Suns on the boards in this game, 53-42. Collier to Marketing. Lowry in the paint. Booker took a swipe. Three on Booker.
The D is doing it for him. 3 times the Jazz have stopped as Grayson Allen.
I'm amazed to see him back on the floor. He went to the locker room. Collier push and score. Isaiah, nicely done. 8-point game with 13 assists. Jazz down 13 straight against Phoenix, and we're tied at 111.
There's been in this league for 4 or 5 years.
He's working off Booker now. Shot clock rolls down to 8. Passes out O'Neal. Grayson Allen. Tyus Jones. He has been clutch T when needed.
They're able to move faster than the Jazz get there on swing. That's Jones. Recipient.
Played for the Wizards last year, making his 4th stop on the NBA tour. That corner shot. The Marketing on a drive. Collier misses the layup. Walker there. 1. For the Jazz, no quit attitude. No quit.
But you got to have at this point of the game, who is going to step up? Walker Kessler doing what he does better than anybody else in the league, Bowler. Offensive rebounding.
16 boards, 14 points, 3 blocks. 7 to your point, T, on the offensive end. Rhythm, 15 on a 3-point play, and a 114 game.
That's the key word on his free throws, rhythm. Starting to get it and earn it.
Another comeback by the Jazz. They were down 13. They rolled back to tie. They were down 11 the final 3 minutes against Golden State.
This is the physicality Bill was talking about. You don't mind those kind of fouls on Booker. It's not in foul trouble. They don't get to the line.
Booker with the ball. Tyus Jones. Tapped out by Allen. And Booker retrieves it with 12 on the shot clock. Plumlee sets a screen. Booker takes it. That shot runs off the rim, and Walker is there for his 17th rebound. Look at the speed of Collier. Races to the rack. It scores.
Goodness.
Unbelievable speed. Blazing speed by the rookie.
He was a blur.
I counted 3 steps. Flew right past us. Jazz retake the lead by 2. There's Booker. Free throw line jumper.
Good scores. Finds a way to score. Booker that time waiting to see if the help comes so he could get rid of it. Taking advantage early.
T, did you buckle up?
Been strapped in over here for a minute.
Jazz Nation, you better buckle up. Put it back, Walker. Kessler is working like a, did I say Clydesdale?
I tell you what.
He is pulling the Jazz back and forth. 118, 116 Utah. Can you get a stop here, Big T? And on the shot, crowd restless. Here's Grayson. In and out. Walker pulls off Plumlee for the rebound. That's 19. The Jazz with the 2-point lead on a 20-5 run.
A little shot clock off.
Jazz have scored on 6 straight possessions. They hold the ball. 2-point game. Shot clock at 3, shot clock at 2. Collier, tough shot. Got it! Oh, the rookie. There's the bell, and it's a 4-point lead with 4.5 left.
He might be a rookie, but he's grown up fast in this league.
Oh, another amazing comeback. They played Indiana tough, but lost. They come back, they rally and beat Golden State, and it's almost like a wash and repeat scenario here in Phoenix.
And it's the youngsters getting it done. Walker Kessler, Isaiah Collier right down to the end of the shot clock. Maybe the biggest and clutch bucket he's had all season.
He went 20 and 11 against the Warriors, and tonight the rookie goes 12 and 13.
Wellness isn't one choice, it's thousands of them. We make activewear to inspire your next good choice.
What does that do to your confidence, Bowler?
Oh, man, this young guy is building and building. He's also playing alongside Keontae. Walker Kessler's been a beast here in the last 3 minutes. It was Keontae George with 14 in the fourth. And now you get Isaiah Collier with 8 in the fourth quarter to help this comeback by Utah, 120-116.
So fun to watch these young players take control, take pride in what they're doing.
I'll tell you, this crowd is stunned. And many are beginning to make their way out of Footprint Center in Phoenix. O'Neal will inbound. Marketing will protect. 4.5 left. They go to Grayson Allen. 3's away. Got it. Wow. Clutch. Will Hardy takes the timeout. Grayson Allen pulls himself off the floor to the locker room and comebacks late with a 3.
We know the toughness of Grayson Allen. He's got to spend some time in Utah. Just comes back in with that toughness. He's always had it, even when he was at Duke. It's a big bucket right here. 1.2 left. But is it enough?
Five triples off the hand of Grayson Allen. He's put up 17 shots, 12 of those 17 from 3. Let's reset it for you. Both the Suns and Jazz where they time out, and both have a challenge, but neither with a foul to give.
Well, you mentioned it just a second ago, 3 games in a row.
Yes.
Where this Jazz team has found a way to have an opportunity to pull a game out. Dropped a close one to the Pacers, won the one the other night against the Warriors, and the Verge here pulling this one out on the road, which is so hard to do in this league.
The Jazz, mind you, on the road 7-19, and the Suns are 15-9 here on their home floor. Phoenix started the night number 9 in the West with a 500 record at 25-25. The Jazz 12-37.
Jazz have one more timeout remaining.
They're going to foul. That's a hard foul. Booker throws really marketing. It looked like fell into the bench of the Jazz.
Well, if you're marketing, you had to expect it was going to be hard. And if they're going to look at the clock and make sure there's a hard foul on the catch.
Was he wrapped up even before the inbound pass met him?
Well, he had a left arm hooked around him.
I think Booker's wanting more time put back up on the clock.
Yeah, you could see the left arm hooked around him, but ball was pretty much in bounds then.
Marketing with 18 points, only his 3rd trip to the line. He's 2 for 2. They're going to keep the clock at .8.
And the Suns have one more timeout as well
to advance.
Yep. The question is,
will Markkanen make one?
There you go. You read my mind. You always do that.
Too long now.
Yeah. Well, what about what I want to eat tonight?
Italian.
Hey, you got it again.
Hold your breath. Here we go. Markkanen makes it a 2-point game. Nick Richards returns. Out comes Ryan Dunn.
Yeah, I think you make it.
What it does give you a 3-point advantage.
That's right.
And they did put 1/10 of a second back from 0.8 to 0.9.
Well, second thought, maybe we don't.
Markkanen, look at the wrist. Timeout, Budenholzer to advance the ball. A 3-point game, T.
Yeah, plenty of time to catch and shoot with 0.9.
Absolutely.
Not a
You
lot,
can take
but-
a bounce. One bounce and then the shot.
The right guy, or Booker gets it in his hand. There's a possibility.
Well, Markkanen with 20. That breaks a 6-game slump that Markkanen's had of not scoring 20. And he hit the 20-point mark tonight. Once again, 6 players for the Jazz in double figures. Jazz do have a timeout, 1 challenge. Phoenix without a timeout, a foul to give, or a challenge. Be what you guess. I mean, Grayson Allen hit the last shot, but it's been Booker's game of 43.
Yeah, so many crazy things have happened in basketball games. First of all, you got to play good D. Make them catch it as far away from the hoop as you can, or as inside the 3-point line. But what you don't want to do is give them a wide open look and potentially foul them on a 3-point attempt.
They're going to put Walker out on O'Neal, who's going to inbound. Grayson Allen, Tyus Jones has had a good night from 3. Bull has been the surprise as well. All right, Jazz Nation, here we go. Inbounding over the top. Allen, catch the shot. Unbelievable.
Nice.
Triples by Allen. With a successful 3-point field goal. They get the shot off.
Well, hindsight, of course, is always 20/20. Maybe that's why you missed the free throw, but well executed play by the Suns. Again, Grayson Allen been dangerous since he came back.
Upon review, it has been confirmed that the ball was released prior to the expiration of the period. Successful 3-point field goal. Successful back.
Look at the Jazz reaction. All the work back, and there's still work to be done, Thurl. Led early by 12, fell down by 13, came back to take the lead, but Grayson Allen says no. Let's go to OT.
Or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0.9% APR on 2025 Sierra 1500 models. Or current eligible GMC owners get over $7,800 total value on select Sierra 1500 models.
The Octagon has returned to the land down under. Drake is too flexy. As good as the world. Sean Strickland. The championship. That's the way it leads. He's a special athlete.
We're going to start overtime, tied at 122. Grayson Allen, not once but twice down the stretch, hits a three after Markkanen makes 2 free throws. You're going to argue this all night long. Should you miss the second and run the clock? But the Jazz decide to hit the 2 free throws. O'Neal, this was a great play over the top, and Allen T breaks free, and Keontae gave it a swipe, but it was down, and
it was.
That forces overtime.
And you see Keontae playing over the top of Booker, so he can't get around and help in time. If he's on the bottom of Booker, maybe he could switch and get there, get to the pass. But here's the good news. You're still playing.
Still playing.
Right? You get a chance to win this game still, but you cannot let that shot deflate you or what got you back into this game. You got to re-energize yourself if you're the Jazz.
Overtime records this season: the Jazz 500 at 1-1, Phoenix 1-2. Plumlee will jump against Kessler as we go to a 5-minute overtime here at Footprint Center in Phoenix. Capped up. Phoenix will have the first possession of overtime. Booker played 44 minutes of regulation, and he's not coming off the floor. Walker out front. Here's Allen, the hero. One more time. Grayson with 3 now. Late threes. 21.
That hard charge may have helped him. Got to refocus coming back out.
Markkanen takes a quick hit. Rims out. Tyus Jones with the rebound. Much of this crowd had left. Much of this crowd turned around and came back in. And Walker Kessler corrals his 20th rebound in this game.
I think Booker is kind of buying this time, trying to get his teammates involved.
Grayson Allen from Dion Markkanen takes a swipe. Lowry inside rolls, no, denied. Grayson Allen everywhere. Picks up the defensive rebound. Suns with a 3-point lead in overtime. Allen just hit from there. Plumlee kicks to the corner. They rotate one more time. Booker. They've got their own blender on here in Phoenix. Booker guarded by Collier. Shot.
Facilitate early, but when he needs to, Devin Booker showing what an elite scorer he is.
45 points. He's taken 31 shots. The Suns in overtime by 5.
Down need a bucket badly.
Collier feeds Collins. Ball jumps out. Walker tries to battle for it. He wins it. Got to hurry. Keontae. 24-second shot clock violation as Will Hardy stares on. See, this game has been well played when it comes to turnovers. Just 10 miscues by the Jazz, 8 by Phoenix. Jazz have yet to hit a shot at OT, 0 for 4. Phoenix, 2 of 3. Booker gives it away. That shot takes a bounce. Tapped down by Keontae, picked up by Allen. Booker. Royce O'Neal drops 3 right in front of the Suns bench.
You hit a big shot of your Phoenix to send this game in overtime. You got the momentum.
O'Neal front court. Jones, the trailer. Jones. Ball skips off the iron to Keontae. Jazz have been shut out thus far. Collier breaks it with a triple from the corner.
Get a bucket there. But now you got to play D. Got to give yourself some more opportunities.
2 minutes left in overtime. 5-point game.
Suns are going to waste some clock here.
Phoenix had run off 8 straight to start the overtime period. Isaiah Collier now with 15 points, 13 rebounds. They pass it off to O'Neal again. Oh, yeah. Royce has hit not one but two triples here in OT. Collier tries to answer. The ball rebounded by Royce. And now the clock working against Utah in overtime. Booker trots across the timeline. 133, 125.
Everybody out. Right here.
Bucket squares up. Now he backs out. 4 to shoot, down to 3. He'll take the deep triple. Off the mark.
Got to go with the other Jazz.
Now there's no time to waste. Collier. Lowry caught out of the wing by Booker. Tries to back him down. 57 seconds left. Takes the shot. Short. Rebound O'Neal. That may have done it. The Jazz have taken 115 shots in this game. 103 by the Suns.
Keep in mind, Jazz. Another game tomorrow night as well. This one has been emotional.
Booker. Another rebound by the big man, Kessler. 22 rebounds. John Collins drops it inside. Kessler will score with 24.5 left. The Jazz look gassed. And so does Booker. So does O'Neal.
It actually should be on both teams, Bowler. What a hard-fought game. And they have expended a lot of energy to get back into this one.
And we'll put Booker up on the line as Marketing picks up the foul. Don't forget, we'll be in LA tomorrow night to take on the Clippers. Okay, what a week of basketball for the Jazz. This young team trying to grow, and we've seen a lot of growth, especially from Isaiah Collier, Keontae, Flip, even Walker. I mean, look at his numbers tonight. 22 boards, 19 points to go with 3 block shots.
I can tell you, Bowler, as a player, as good as those numbers look, if you pull a game like this out, it's painful, right? Even though we look at it as progress, players want to win badly.
Marketing splits a double team, goes out to Collins, gets his feet, frees away, short. That's going to do it. The Jazz fight back, down 13 after leading by 12. But Phoenix, with the firepower of Devin Booker, last the Jazz on their home floor in overtime, 135-127.
Well, as much as the storyline for the Jazz will be the great play of one Isaiah Collier on the other side of the court, you've got a guy like Grayson Allen who took that hit, went in and obviously cleared concussion protocol, came out, and really won the game for him with clutch buckets.
Oh, what a final stretch. 135-127. We're going to send it back to Salt Lake City for the Siegfried and Jensen postgame report. Here's Alema, Mike, and CJ Miles.
Well, thank you very much. It's back here in Salt Lake City, getting you ready for the postgame report. Mike Smith, TJ Miles are here. We'll break down this game, get you some postgame sound. We'll hear from the head coach, Will Hardy. And where you watch winners on the way. Postgame report starts right now. Welcome to the Siegfried and Jensen postgame report, helping Utah families for over 30 years. Well, this one went back and forth. The Jazz jumped out to an early lead. Then the home team, the Phoenix Suns, they clawed their way back into it. Then they went up. The Jazz clawed their way back into it. They took the lead. And then the Suns tied it and sent it to overtime. 135-127 in OT, the final score. Lemon Harrington, Mike Smith, the former Jazz man, CJ Miles, and Smitty. I'll tell you, this was one of those games where you look at the way that it closed out in the regulation, you're thinking, okay, this is could be a great win for the Jazz. Then all of a sudden, former Jazz man Grayson Allen hits a couple of big threes, and we're going to overtime. And at that point, now Phoenix got the momentum.
Just an unreal ball game to witness how it goes down at the end, how it ends up in overtime. But a great comeback by the Utah Jazz. If I'm Will Hardy, I'm clipping off the final 5 minutes of this ball game. I'm saving it for a rainy day. I'm saving it for a day when I want to teach them that no matter how far you're down, you can come back against any team. They were down 111-98 with 6 minutes to go. In the final 5.5 minutes, they score on 10 consecutive possessions to finish the game. Not only caught them at 111, took the lead, but for a Grayson Allen, who with 1.2 seconds hits a three, and with 0.9 seconds hits a three, and 21 seconds into the overtime, hits the first three of the overtime. I counted he scored 9 points in 23 seconds of play and catapulted this Phoenix Suns team, who was dead and down and playing without two of their stars. And even though Booker was awesome, this game was going to be talked about like an unbelievable comeback for the Jazz, a collapse for the Phoenix Suns. And now, as it records in the history and the annals of time, it's going to say, oh, Phoenix beat the Jazz. They should have won that game. Booker was awesome. But if you watched every minute of that game, there was plenty to be seen. Like, Collier was great. Kessler's great. George scores 18 or more for the 6th time in 12 games. Filipowski gets his second double-double. They, again, are crazy on the assists in a low turnover game. There's so much to be proud of for this Jazz team. It's unfortunate that Allen hits the shot and kind of spoils this unbelievable comeback. But I'm thoroughly impressed with the way they play.
Yeah, 100%. A lot of great things. Like you said, those young guys continue to keep stepping up. They continue to keep showing the timing of their play, how confident they are at the end of games and belief in themselves. Another learning experience. They botched the defensive coverage at the end of regulation that allows them to even get that shot off. It should have never happened.
Yeah, either switch that screen, or as you and I were talking about, trail him on the high side so Grayson has to run inside the line.
I don't care if Booker slips that screen. He can go have a layup. He can go dunk it, which also lets you know he's not going to slip it because he has no choice but to get a three off.
Let's take a look. The Bill Ford Proud Go Further leading scores brought to you by your local Ford stores. Visit buyforddown.com. Booker was knocking on the door of a 50 burger tonight. Grayson Allen, a lot of that scoring came in the fourth quarter and overtime. John Collins leading the way for the Utah Jazz. Lowry Markkanen gets back to his regular 20, which you expect from Lowry. Walker Kessler with a big double-double at this one. Keontae and Isaiah Collier, both that backcourt. I'll tell you what, they were fantastic in this game. We'll talk more about the assists in just a moment. But if you look at what the growth, the development is, and we've been, talked about the fact that the Jazz almost won 3 games in a row because they were so close in those other games. You would include this in that list of games. That's 4 games in a row. And even if you go back beyond that, DJ, this team has been in these games. Like the development has gotten to the point where at some point they've turned the corner and it's like we are actually competing in every game.
The biggest thing is we build on consistency throughout the game, right? That is the difference in our great teams in this league. It's not talent. It's obvious talent on this roster. How do we consistently execute throughout the whole 4 quarters and not have to depend on something that gasses us, this extra push, which is another thing that happened with the things at the end of the game. They gassed out a little bit.
Let's bring in Bowler Big T, Thorough Bailey, joining us from Arizona. And guys, man, well, what an exciting, just last week of basketball has been fantastic for the Jazz.
Lemma, it has a lemma, and T and I talked about just the growth of this team. CJ's right. He's been through it, like you as well. I mean, when you start in this league, you don't know really who you are, where you're going, and then finally you get coaching, you get direction, and the Jazz, little by little are starting to kind of, that they're breaking open, I guess. They're growing, right? And we saw so much of it again tonight. Let me talk to you about Isaiah Collier because, he was flirting with a rookie record of 15 assists that Trey Burke had in one game as a rookie. He finishes up with 13. But Collier is a young guard who has speed, has great vision, and gets 6 different players involved tonight.
For anybody out there wondering, well, what are the Jazz doing? This is what the Jazz are doing. They are developing players for the future of the franchise. And this young man, there's a moment in every young player's history where they have to find a way to say, I belong. And I can stay in this league and do this for a long time. Isaiah Collier has been showing us that he's got the confidence now that is unbreakable. And you just love what he brings. You could just see his growth from when he first got here, kind of introverted.
Yes.
Now he's playing that leadership role as a point guard, knows he can't do that anymore. But, man, he's making noise out here on the court every night now.
Only 12 turnovers tonight for the Jazz. I mean, that's a good thing. You know, they had trouble with the three, but they continued to fight. They dished out 29 assists. Call that $2.90 a dime.
Lots of dimes.
A lot of dimes. And Isaiah Collier was such a big piece of that. All right, let's give away a $100 Amazon gift card to one lucky viewer, brought to you by Les Olson IT. And T, I'm looking at kids. They're glad they are with friends and getting to watch Jazz. And they're bouncing for joy. I like it.
I like it.
Found a book I wrote in 4th grade, Jazz versus Suns. That's classic.
4th grade.